that. I'm really pissed off. Actually, at the Olympic boxing judging, and every
Oh yeah,
single
yeah, yeah.
year it's the same damn thing. And pro boxing, that's also something that's ruining the sport completely. And the cool thing is that these sports books have caught on to it. Like I said, so the last two times I made bets on sizable underdogs, and they actually destroyed their opponents, but were robbed by the judges. The betting sites reimbursed the bettors' monies
Yeah.
because of how obvious it is, the robbery. Olympic sports is, I might even say, getting worse.
Is there a penalty or is there a review of something like that? Like if the judges give some bullshit score, isn't there some committee that goes,
No,
yo,
yeah,
you can't
so
you can't be a judge anymore or
no, because these committees are so often it's like whatever state you're in, it's or country you're in, it's the commission of that place,
Mhm.
and actually it's always the shadiest judging is always in Vegas. That's because the Nevada State Athletic Commission puts these judges on, but the athletic commission is also, you know, probably the mafia has an involvement in it because Vegas makes the odds, and so they're probably all part of this whole scheme,
Dude.
right?
That'll be an epic doc. Is there a doc on this?
Oh, you need to check out this interview with the Valuetainment. Remember one time I mentioned this guy who interviewed the North Korean defector?
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
he did an interview with the guy who released the book, who used to be a fixer, like a match fixer for boxing, and he exposed everything. And he says, like, yeah, obviously, still like most high level boxing fights are still fixed. Like as long as there is no, I mean, knockouts change everything. Yeah, that guy, yeah. But there used to be like not the highest. He said no. Actually, I might be wrong. Sorry, take it back. The biggest fights usually no, but there might be a shady judge here or there. But it's all the other fights that are mostly fixed. At least,
Wow.
yeah. And it goes to different degrees. Sometimes it's like, oh, we're gonna let the ref be more lenient with holding because this guy likes to hold a lot and it can help him win. Sometimes it's a judge, but sometimes it's completely fixed where like they pay fighters to take a fall, fighters that are undefeated, like, okay, you're gonna get knocked out today, stuff like that. But anyway, I don't know what the deal is with the Olympics, but our boy from Jordan, bro, he won. Look, okay, so I tuned in halfway through the first round, so I'm even giving the benefit of the doubt, like, okay, maybe the first round was close and we'll give it to the other guy. He completely obliterated his opponent from Mauritius for the next two rounds, to the point that the guy even got rocked at some point, just holding on for dear life and just hugging and hugging and hugging.
Mm-hmm.
Ref didn't take away a point, even though his brother fought. The Jordanian guy's brother fought a few days later, and for less holding, his opponent got points deducted. So there's that. On top of the fact, with the holding, there was no damage done. He was just getting destroyed and banged and thrown around, like ragdolled. Third round, a lot of the same. And I think his opponent even only landed 3 punches.
Mm-hmm.
Still, 3 of the 5 judges gave it 2-1 to the guy from Mauritius.
Mm.
You
Yeah,
rob a kid's dream.
Some dirty
Who's been
shit going on
working
there.
normally 4 years towards this. The biggest talent to come out of the country. There was excitement. He had a clear path to the medal. And now with the COVID year, it's even 5 years of hard work to get there. And this kid knows he won. The world knows he won. Twitter knows he won. Give it to the other guy. And there have been some shady decisions. Yesterday, this French boxer, out of protest, stayed in the ring for an hour after the fight because he got disqualified because in the last 4 seconds of the second round, there was an accidental headbutt and the judge saw it, deemed it not accidental. He immediately disqualified him, even though he was clearly winning the fight, full 2 rounds. Yeah.
How do you resolve something like that though? How do you make it more fair? Someone should
That's a
do a
good
doc
question.
on. You should do a doc on boxing judging. How did it?
I might get shot if I do that. I
Okay,
feel.
well.
But I should. Yeah.
I'm because I have so many questions. How did they find these people? Where did they find these people? Do they have to do like a test? I know nothing about. I always feel
Yeah,
like the
but-
boxing judges are just the most random people. Like one time, you just see people sitting there like, how do you? What the fuck do you
Someone
know
should
about
look
boxing?
into like when they're reinstated, what the credentials are, because it's often the same people. It's like a couple of the same judges at this commission that have been doing it for like 50 years, and always inconsistent. They've suspended a lady once, by the way. Might be sexist because why nobody else gets suspended? And she actually did a horrible job. Horrible
Nice.
obliteration.
I think the one you
She-
told me, was this the Pacquiao one?
No, it was Canelo Triple G, the first fight.
Oh yeah. You told me
so-
about this one.
Yeah. It
She
wasn't the
looked-
fact that she gave the fight to Canelo. Which, by the way, I thought it was a close fight still. A lot of people think Triple G was robbed. I think robbed is a strong word there. But the issue is she gave it like for a round, the fight that was so close that even Triple G could have won by 2 rounds or something. She gave Canelo by a landslide of like he won 9 of the 12 rounds or something like that. Like that was, but maybe she was suspended. Maybe I feel like she was a scapegoat. That's what it is. So that the commission could say, "Look, we do suspend people."
Look.
Like, bro. But UFC because it's the same commission that gives that.
What if she made a mistake?
That's the thing I hate though. Like people always blame. They're like Dana White, UFC. Why do you keep like fucking getting these shady judges? Dana White's being helped, and it's like it's not the UFC that brings these judges. The commissions that commission the fight to happen are the ones that bring these judges. It's not the boxing organization. It's not the UFC. So when people blame it's not the UFC, they're like, oh, UFC is shady judging. It's the Nevada State Athletic Commission. They robbed big time. Robbed Miranda Maverick the other day. Cost me money.
Are there commissions for bare knuckle boxing? Are there judges?
It's the same. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. That's harder to. Yeah.
Okay, that's the question I would have. Let's say I wake up today and say, you know what, I want to become a boxing judge. That's my goal. Do you go to boxing judge school? What do you do?
They probably give you like an integrity training or integrity test, and if you fail, you're in. Maybe.
How much
'Cause
would
you're
you
easily
make as a
corruptible.
boxing judge? I have so many questions.
Yeah. Actually, he gave some numbers. This guy in the interview. You should watch the interview. It's interesting. I think he gave some numbers. But a lot of these judges are like just connected with it. I mean, they oh yeah, another thing he mentioned, like a lot of these judges are just in it for the prestige and to be able to take a picture with these famous people and these boxers and be invited in these doors, and so they'll sell a fight here and there just for their network. So a lot of it is that, and they just want to live the life.
And live the life. Okay.
Yep.
I wonder how much they get paid. How much does a boxing judge make?
I think you suggested something when you talked before the podcast, and it could be interesting. And I think one of the MMA organizations does this to a certain degree. I don't know how much. I don't know if it actually counts towards the scoring, but they do allow
Are you
fan
fucking
scoring.
serious? The average boxing judge, with an emphasis on average, earns $100,000 to $250,000 annually from all of their fights.
Honestly, I think this is worded wrong. I'm pretty sure that's referees. Oh no, boxing referee salary is mostly same as boxing judges. What the fuck?
That's what it says.
But then you would think they're not corruptible, right? If you're already making some, look, if you're broke,
Well,
and if it's
okay.
not on the money, then I accept. Then it's like, yeah, okay, I'll take $100K.
Well, I would understand this because if it was based on what I used to think, and I used to think that boxing judges were former boxers. But
no, and that's the
not
discussion.
case.
That's what they say in MMA, for example, should happen. They should have people who actually fought judge the fights.
But
but
they
it's
don't
never-
do that though.
it's
It's
just-
never.
it's
people
no.
who don't have never boxed at all.
No.
It's just random people, but not random. But people just who don't box
I have more boxing experience than these judges, man.
that are judges, and it's like, look, they have their names here.
So
Per
is
match
Sal D'Amato there?
is per match fees
Okay,
one.
Sal D'Amato's there. Sal D'Amato is the worst. Sal D'Amato and Chris Lee are.
Where's he?
are-
Where's he at? Where's he at? Where's he
Not
at?
here. I don't know why. He's
Chris, also not.
You want to see something? Don't say any names. I'm gonna send you what a fighter sent me
Don't
about
say it.
judges.
Don't say any names. High profile fight fees, per match fees. Yo, them motherfuckers is raking $500,000 a year. What? To watch some basketball match?
Oh,
Okay, this is for high profile fights though.
and I was like,
I swear I want to see the boxing judge doc. I'm gonna really look into this.
should be done. But then we should go to Vegas for a month, and then
Yeah,
do
just
that.
talk to all these boxing judges and interview them and like be like,
You know
to watch
what?
their
what-
lifestyle
you know the
and
only
shit.
way that would really be effective is if you do an undercover journalist thing where you trick them into like thinking you are a high investor or something, and where you have a lot of money at stake in a fight, and you're doing the meeting undercover. You're doing undercover like hidden camera thing. You know? Because I want to know how that goes.
Oh, you want to uncover the corruption. See, that's where it gets a little hot for me.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, they might kill.
Yeah.
If it's really mafia, like you're saying.
I mean, we need to find the sacrificial lamb. So if you're a sacrificial lamb that doesn't give a fuck about your life, we'll offer you a decent sum of money to come do this production for us. Right?
This is the website.
Fucking website. What is wrong with websites that, you know...
I knew this rant. I knew there was a rant coming.
I hate it. The other day I had it too. I was supposed to be silent. And it was late at night, I think, and my phone volume was probably up to the max. And I just opened a website. I'm on a website. A normal website. And the video pops up and starts screaming in my face. Those ones that open pop-up videos when it's not a video you're opening. I get video ads, right? That open before the video. But a website and then a video smashes into the screen and starts screaming. Come on, fuck off. That automatically by default makes me want to boycott your company.
I hate okay, here we have apparently there's levels. There's more regular boxing judges make like 20,000 a year or something like that. 20, 30, 40, 50.
Yeah, so those people, I get it. Like, a lot of them maybe their own other careers and stuff, and they want to, you know, rub elbows with people for their business.
I don't know, man. How do you make it to the top?
It's just that, you know, it's just become so obvious, and everybody knows there's corruption, and we get angry about it, and then we stop, and then we wait till it happens another time. Then we get angry about it, and lather, rinse, repeat, and it's a circle, and everyone knows what's going on. What do you do about it? I don't know what to do about it. Maybe add one extra judge, which is a fan vote, but then also you have the issue that people will vote for the fighter they like.
Don't know shit about boxing.
Most people don't know shit about boxing. In the name of
boxing.
the late Roger Mayweather.
Most people don't know shit about boxing at all. Period. They don't know shit about boxing.
And then we put the clip in here. That's the thing, and it's just nasty. Because, man, it's so blatant. It's so blatant that there's not a single way in which you can look at this fight that'll, or the round that gives it to that person sometimes and just give him the round. It doesn't make any sense. At some point, like, someone could even spend, if it's MMA, most of their time on their back or like on their front, having their back taken, getting smashed to bits for 2 minutes straight, and the ref not jumping in, they can still give it to them. I think that's happened. It's happened to, yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's like, it's the whole theory they say, like, if you're fighting a champion in their own backyard, in their own country, you can never win a decision. You have to knock them out. And I really think that's one of the reasons why Dana White in UFC gives these big bonuses to finishes and like to performance bonuses and fight of the night bonuses to make people push extra hard for that money. And for them, it's like we get exciting fights and we get people going for finishes all the time, because if you leave it in the hands of the judges, you know, you're going to get some controversy a lot of the time, and people are going to blame it on UFC because most people don't know shit about fighting, I guess, about how it works. And I get it. It's not that straightforward, not a thing everybody knows, but you know, commissions provide judges. You don't have control over the judges. I think the only thing they should do is pay attention and not give the same judge to people they've already robbed, you know, because that's going to create issues. One of these judges is going to get hurt badly one day, man. One of these judges is really going to get hurt badly one day. I guess it would have happened already. If it
should have happened by now,
maybe it has happened already.
Probably.
Yeah. But you know what? You're a fucking scumbag.
Okay.
You deserve it. You deserve what's coming. Some people never punched in the mouth. You really deserve it, man. You're playing with people's livelihoods, the sometimes even the future of their whole family and their kids and everything. It's a lot rides on this one decision, and because you're a little scumbag cunt that has taken a little like under the table payment just to hang out with Drake. Come on.
I think we know what your stance is.
Yeah. No, like I really want to go. Like sometimes, like every time this happens, and this is bad to say, like I really wish bad things on these judges when it's that blatant. I really do. Because it's the consequences, like to us, it's like we're watching a fight and this person lost. The consequences it has to them is huge a lot of the time. And you just get to go home and it's fine, and you probably got paid more than you're supposed to. Yeah. But it makes you, it makes my blood boil, and every time it's like, I sit there like, what the, like, because you can't sell it. There's no way to even make a case for it sometimes. If you here, what I want us to do. I want to see. I want to get these judges. It's never gonna happen, of course, but I want to get someone to watch these fights together with the judges and film it and have them explain what they scored. Then you're shitting yourself. Then you don't know what to say.
Boxing judge Doc. I'm telling you, we need to produce.
You know what? I'm gonna do something with this.
Get into the world of boxing judges.
You have motivated me to do something.
Get in the world of boxing.
I'm gonna make something of myself.
I would. Well, you want? You could even start with interviewing a boxing judge.
Yeah, I mean, but
that would be a controversial.
They never.
You should interview the boxing judge who fucked someone else.
They've done that one time, like recently, but they usually don't do interviews.
Yeah, I can
imagine. He couldn't make his case. Like, he couldn't really. He started talking some bullshit, and then he started saying, and it was like, yeah, I scored it for the right guy, but I gave a 10-8 round instead of a 10-9 round. It's like he scored a double round for this guy, and he tried to make his case, and then after trying to make his case, he was like, but I mean, of course, I can see why you would give it. Like, I can also see that case. And it's like, bro,
just.
That's the thing with judges. It's so fucking subjective. It's
man.
Fuck. That was it, guys. Like,
till
next time.
I would have to learn more about them.
Yeah. I'm gonna show you a couple of things now after we're done. All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed this episode. It's a very long one. You know, you want to send hate, you want to send love, like we take all of it. You know, if you like apparently Chris Brown still, you know, you can also send your messages and your opinions.
Oh yeah, that video.
Yeah, that video actually hasn't gotten traction in a while, but I'm pretty sure next time he gets a legal case, you know, they're all gonna come out and defend him again.
Yeah, it'll come back.
Yeah. And apparently Bruno Mars sucks, according to the public. Yeah, his numbers, I don't know.
According to that public that comment section.
Yeah. Yeah. Guys, I know what you're talking about. All right. Till next time.
Next time.